There's something else approaching herd immunity, and it's not COVID-19. Oh, man. So, similar to COVID 19, there's something else that is attempting to affect everyone. And unless you've been under a rock or don't participate in any form of social media, or even if you do or don't, really doesn't make a difference nowadays. Everybody's heard about it. And that is called the modern Sou Sou, or the gifting circle, or the blessing circle, or a bunch of different other names that people have for it. And, what is it? How does it work? Should you be a part of it? I'm going to briefly give my opinion and maybe answer some of those questions. So, to give some historical context, the idea of a susu is just of the original susu is just an idea that, let's say you and four friends come together, you all have various businesses or ventures or things of that nature, and you want to kind of just help each other out. So what you would do is each person would put in X amount of money per week on a regular basis, and then rotating through each week, that person will receive all of those funds. So essentially, it's like a rotating savings account, and essentially, nobody makes money. Because let's say you have four people, $100 a week, put some math up here. When you pull it out, you're going to get $400, but you're going to have to put $100 back. And you're going to keep putting $100 back. You're going to keep putting $100 back. And by the time it rotates around back to you, you've put in all of the $400 that you've taken out. So there's no profit. So, thus, it's on the up and up. Nothing wrong with it. It's a great way to save. I think if you build a nice circle of business owners, it also helps business owners in times of need. And that's probably the reason why it was created. Then somebody got really smart and said, how do we take this same idea and include the aspects of family, friends, group economics, growth, and giving, and put a little pizzazz, a little tang on that thing, and thus you get the modern Susu gifting circle, blessing flower, whatever name the person called you and text you about. But here's the difference. The difference is, as opposed to being a locked group of people that never changes, in the modern Susu, you're consistently rotating in new people. So the idea is somebody texts you or call you or reaches out to you and say, hey, such and such, are you interested in a blessing circle or a gifting circle? We could help you take number X and you'll receive number Y. So essentially, whatever the investment is, multiply it times 8, and that's how much you're going to get back. Is it a scam? Is it illegal? Hold on, we'll just get to that later. So once you decide to be a part of a modern susu or a gifting circle, they will reach out to you, provide you with a name of a person that is in the center and is currently receiving all of the blessings. So they'll give you that, whether it's a Cash App, a Zelle, or whatever, and you invest into that person. Once that person receives their allotment of investments, essentially 8, once they receive their 8 investments, then you move into the next level. So once you step into the next level, it's your job to then go out and recruit 2 people. So you got to get 2 people. Don't get you 2 people. You're getting on your phone, you're calling your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, the clerk at the grocery store, whoever you can get. Hey, you got 100, I'm gonna help you flip it to 8. Makes sense. So once they come in and you get your 2 people, once they come in, you move a little closer. Now you're on the edge. You're on the bubble, so to speak. And so the person that brought you in is in the center. They're collecting their blessings. Blessings raining down. Blessings raining down. And then you are now ready to be at the center. Now here's the thing about it. Now here's the thing. At every level, you need to make sure the people under you are recruiting. And that's the tricky part about this. So remember when we said, is this illegal? Is this a scam? Well, I mean, is selling weed really still illegal anymore? I
Bruh.
mean, okay, you probably said yes. You said yes, but. And that's the answer. So, technically, because in this model, you're not selling anything, you're not selling services, you're not selling a product, you're not selling anything. So with some of the other things that people are questioning about, whether it's, you know, I don't want to say any other things because I think they're great products. And if you want detox tea, holla at me. But the difference is, although there is an aspect of recruiting in those also, you're actually selling a product. So I reach out to you, you say, hey, Brian, I want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. I say, hey, I got this tea. Holla at me. If you also want an extra boost and kick in the morning, we got the CBD coffee. Oh, yeah. Anyway, but in that instance, I'm not just recruiting you, I'm selling you a product. And so, therefore, it's exchange of money for services, completely on up and up. And this one, the difficult part is that when you gift $100, you get absolutely nothing. You get the chance to make it into the center where someone in the future will give you $100. Because of that, and you're not selling anything from the state law, as I researched it, and I'll post it somewhere around here. Um, well, here's what the Attorney General said about it. But because you're not buying or selling anything, it's kind of deemed as illegal technically. But again, I mean, so here's my thoughts on it. Just like anything in life, if you're going to do it, you need to really understand how it works, the consequences, things of that nature, and decide if you want to get into it. So, yes, technically, by law, it's probably not on the up and up, but that doesn't mean you can't make money off of it. And I've met people of all ages, even under the age of 18, who've spent multiple rounds and made money through doing the modern Sou Sou. Here's the problem about the modern Sou Sou, and here's why I compared it to herd immunity. So the idea of herd immunity is that if you have enough people within a herd or within a community that are all infected by a similar virus, the herd or community as a whole reaches some threshold, and then that virus no longer affects the herd because everybody has become immune together because they all caught it, they all beat it, and now it's all done. And that's one of the theories of how they want to solve the COVID epidemic. Now, you're probably laughing like, what does that have to do with the modern Sou Sou? Well, for anybody who's ever taken math, you probably recognize this equation. Yes, the equation 2 to the n. That is an exponential growth equation. So as the number n increases, the number doubles or the number grows exponentially. 2 to the 1 power is 2. That's small. 2 to the 2 power is 4. That's a little bit bigger. 2 to the third power is 8. 2 to the fifth power, 2 to the sixth power, 2 to the seventh power, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, the number is quickly getting very large. Now here's the thing about how the modern Sou Sou is designed. They ask you, initial person 1, to go out and recruit 2 people. Then your 2 people need to recruit 2 people. Then those 2 people of those 2 people need to recruit, well, I don't even have enough hands anymore. But do you see how it's the same equation? The modern Sou Sou is essentially a 2 to the n minus 1 problem. Why is it n minus 1? Because you're only one person. So you have that initial person, and then you have the 2 to the n, and that is the growth rate of all the people associated with that initial singular point. At some point in every community, that 2 to the n minus 1 equation is going to grow so big that there's nobody left to recruit. And that is the herd immunity in the modern Sou Sou. I participated in some. Everybody I asked to recruit is already doing it. I can't recruit people that are already doing it. You have people in multiple Sou Sous. They're in a $100, they're in a $200, they're in a $500. You got folks putting up $1,400, I ain't got a lot of friends that are willing to spend $1,400 anymore. There was that time at this club. Anyway, they ain't doing it no more because they got kids and they're more responsible. And oh, they say they're more responsible. Man, that's a whole other thing. But that's the problem. You reach that critical mass of a number of people who will be willing, not only be willing to participate, but have the money to participate. And that's why, similar to the idea of herd immunity, at some point it will implode. At some point, you've recruited all you can recruit, and the bubble falls. And this only negatively affects those who didn't get in on the groundwork. So just like any other MLM or recruiting based service providing thing, the earlier you get in, the more profit you make. The later you get in, the more likely you're going to lose money. So if you caught the tail end of the Atlanta Sou Sou bubble, if you caught it early though, I'm pretty sure you're looking at this video saying, this dude's an idiot. I've already made $1,600. I've made $8,000. That's because you were very, very early in. In my personal opinion, I really don't think there's anything wrong with joining in a modern Sou Sou, as long as you know all the information and have all of the knowledge and know what you're getting into. Because remember, knowing is half the battle. Thank you. If you like this video and you want to see more, please do me a favor. I have less than 100 subscribers. Just please share it, hit subscribe because I just, can I get into 3 digits? I mean, help a brother out. There are some other videos. Check it out. And until next time. Something like that. I don't know. Look, just come back. Turn on notifications or something. I'm done.